Greetings, everybody. I am the Crypto Crow, and I'll be right back after this quick disclaimer, and I'm going to teach you how to set up a $500 cryptocurrency portfolio just for newbies. Stick around.
You gotta grow your coins, grow your coins, grow your coins, grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins, 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 you gotta grow your coins, 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 you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. I am the Crypto Crow, and thank you for joining me. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set up a $500 cryptocurrency portfolio, and I'm going to assume that you're brand spanking new. Maybe you saw a random video on YouTube, or maybe you're watching this on TV, whatever the case may be. I want to make sure that you understand kind of the fundamentals of setting up an initial portfolio, and you can do so with very little capital starting out. Now, first thing I'm going to go over is setting up an actual account. Where are you going to turn your fiat money, your US dollar or whatever it is, into cryptocurrency to begin trading or setting up your portfolio? So we're going to go into the first step here, and that's account setup, or basically your entry into the cryptocurrency space, turning your fiat to cryptocurrency. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to set up a CoinBase account, okay? Now, Coinbase, let's take care of this. Coinbase looks just like this, okay? It's coinbase.com, and right now it's pretty much one of the only fiat to cryptocurrency based exchanges that's available. Now soon there's going to be something called Ethos, which is going to be huge, and it comes complete with a universal mobile wallet, the whole nine. But they're currently releasing that country to country to country, so it's not yet available in the United States, but it will be soon, so keep your eye out for that. But in the meantime, the majority of us folks in cryptocurrency use Coinbase. Now, there is a link down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link where using that link, you'll actually get $10 in free Bitcoin, and so will I. So, kind of cool. You don't have to use the link. You could just go to coinbase.com, whatever makes it easier for you. Now, as you're going to be able to see, when you're here on the site, this is going to explain some details on how the site operates, how things work, and so forth. Now, when you're setting up your account, signing up is very easy to do. So when you first sign up, I already started. You're going to get, your name, number. You're going to punch in your email address and all that kind of information. Once you've set up your Coinbase account, I highly encourage you to set up two-factor authentication, which is basically a Google application. You can download it on iOS, and you can download it on your Android phone. It's called Google Authenticator. Download that app and use it religiously from this day forward in cryptocurrency. This could save you a lot of heartache and headache and money in the future, provided for whatever reason you're out talking about your cryptocurrency holdings on Twitter, some hacker looks at it, figures out a way to get access to your machine, tries to access your Coinbase account or any other accounts, exchange accounts for that matter, and with Google two-factor authentication, they actually need whether it's your iPod or your phone to get access to your account. Use it. Now, once you've set up your Coinbase account, you're going to log in, and you're going to see something that looks like this. When you go into the dashboard, you're basically going to set up your buy. Okay, whether you're buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, and I think you can buy Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. But we're not going to mess with either of those two. We're just focusing on Bitcoin or Ethereum. The reason being is, right now in a down market, Bitcoin and Ethereum are very much likely to go up quite a bit over the course of this year. Now, it's always pretty much a fairly sure bet, especially when the market's as low as it is after the big 2018 crash in the beginning of the year. Bitcoin fell from $20,000 all the way down to where it is right now, which is about $7,300 bucks. Okay, so you can get in pretty much on the cheap. Now, what you're going to do here is you can either set up a one-time, you want to verify your bank account, and you're going to verify either a credit card, you're either going to use a credit card or a bank account to turn your fiat currency into cryptocurrency. Now, while you're setting up your Coinbase account, you're going to have to do some weird things. And this is all for your own security. But you're probably going to have to submit an identification card, whether it's a passport or driver's license. That's okay. Okay? But you want to make sure that you do that. Once you've done that, you'll end up in a window here like this where you're actually going to make your initial purchase, whether you're going to purchase Bitcoin or Ethereum. Bitcoin primarily has the most trading pairs in the cryptocurrency market. However, Ethereum is not far behind at all. So either one is going to do you well. You can either set this up to be a weekly buy order, so every week it'll automatically make a purchase for you using either your credit card or your bank account. You can set it up as a one-time buy. So let's say, you know what, you're just going to set up a $500 portfolio and you're just going to let it ride for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. If you do that, you can just buy it all at once, or you can buy in increments, okay? And you can set this to be monthly, weekly, bi-weekly. Now, once you've done that, you're going to end up wanting to go to a window that's going to look like this. You're going to be able to find this from the Coinbase dashboard. And you're going to be able to send your currency. Now, you're not going to do anything just yet because we haven't gotten that far. But ultimately, this is what you're going to do when you send your cryptocurrency. Whether you're ultimately going to be sending your Bitcoin or Ethereum to an exchange, which I'm going to show you, and from that exchange is where you're going to make your purchase into your altcoin positions, okay? This is where we're going to establish a diversified portfolio for you using your $500. But this is where you're going to send that Bitcoin from Coinbase to the exchange. And when you're on the exchange, you're going to get a receive address. So let's assume you're using Bitcoin. Well, you're going to get a receive Bitcoin address on the exchange. You're going to copy that, and you're going to paste it right in here. And then you're going to set the amount of Bitcoin that you're sending to that particular exchange, and you can leave a little note if you want and send funds. Once you've done this, make sure you're patient. Sometimes Bitcoin is slower than other times. It depends on how many transactions are attempting to go through at any particular time through the blockchain as a whole. Okay? And so that is your first step in setting up your cryptocurrency portfolio. I'll be right back with step 2 where we go into picking your poison. Welcome back. Now we're going to get into picking your poison. How do we go about finding these coins that we want to purchase, and how do we get an idea as to what the potential value might be moving into the future, and so forth? And how we do that, or one of the steps that we take, is we go to a website called coinmarketcap.com. You can see it here right next to my head, and I'm going to show you the website. Here it is. So CoinMarketCap basically is a catalog of almost every cryptocurrency on the given market at any given time, and it keeps track of your top. You've got your top 10, top 20, goes into market cap, price, even little graphs to show you what its current price action looks like over a 24-hour period or a 7-day. This is a 7-day chart. Now, if we want to go into, let's say Cardano. Okay, so I'm going to click Cardano. This is going to tell me everything I want to know about Cardano given the current market. So right now it's trading at 20 cents. And if I go into the past, I can see that it was at an all-time high back in January during basically the tail end of the big market boom that started in 2017 and the big rally, and it was as high as about $1.28. So let's call it $1.30 a coin. So right now you're able to buy a coin that was at the height of the market, $1.30, and you're able to get in right now for 20 cents. Okay, now. The thing that I want to make a point is you don't buy the hype in cryptocurrency. Buying into the hype of a cryptocurrency often means that the coin has already pumped a significant amount, because by the time you caught wind of the news or whatever's going on with the coin, you're already chasing candles, as we call it. Basically, you're chasing the high. You're trying to make sure that you get in and you want to ride that wave to the top. Well, typically, when you attempt to do this, you're already hitting probably midstream, or you're already too late to the game. By the time you've acquired the coin, it starts its downtrend or its dump. It's very, very common in cryptocurrencies for a really good news article to come out. The price goes up for a day or two, and then it starts to drop back down and settle and correct. And this happens with just about every cryptocurrency on the market. So I always say you never buy the hype, you buy the technology and the team, okay? Now, once we've done this, once you've gone through and you've put a list together of the coins that you're interested in, at that point, you want to make sure you diversify your portfolio. Now, I have an example. Let's see here. I want to close this real quick. This is an example of what I would consider a diversified $500 crypto portfolio. So basically, last night I went through and I said, okay, if I only had $500, what would I personally invest in to create a $500 portfolio? You do not have to follow this. I encourage you to do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm simply showing you an example of what I would probably personally buy if I were starting off a $500 cryptocurrency portfolio today. All right? Now, personally, I wouldn't even do this because I would be putting my... So here's the thing. The game is finding the coins that have the potential to outweigh Bitcoin or Ethereum. In other words, I could just invest in the Bitcoin and be done with it and just sit on it. I could set up an auto buy every week, every 2 weeks, or every month on CoinBase and just accumulate Bitcoin as much as I possibly can afford and then ride that wave for as high as it goes and then try to basically sell it at the top. Now, the game is to find cryptocurrencies that are going to multiply in value faster than that of Bitcoin or Ethereum. All right? And so that's ultimately what you're doing is you're placing bets. You're placing bets against Bitcoin. So anytime you buy an altcoin, you're betting against Bitcoin. You're betting against Ethereum, even though Ethereum is an altcoin. It's a second-generation smart contract altcoin. Now, what I've done here is I put $100 into ADA, which is Cardano. I put $50 into Icon, which luckily I was able to get Icon at ICO at 11 cents. Right now it's $2.70. Now, I'm not going to get too much into ICOs in this video because, quite frankly, if you're within the United States, you're not going to get into any ICOs. Even an accredited investor now is pushed out of ICO investing because of the current state of regulation in the SEC. Okay? Now, the best thing to do is to watch any ICOs, and I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel about ICOs, how to invest in them, research them, how I chart them out, and how I use their metrics and all that stuff. So we're not going to go too deep into that here. But ICOs, primarily, it's a risk versus reward scenario, where the risk is the company could be a fraud, the company could be a scam, the company doesn't complete the project, I mean, you name it. But the reward is you get into something like Icon that is a very legitimate company, you get in at 11 cents, and there you have it. Right now it's sitting at $2.70, likely to go up over the course of this year in the next bull rally. I've got $50 worth of Zilliqa, which gets me about 454 Zilliqa tokens. I've got $25 in Sia Coin, SC, which is 2,500 Sia Coin tokens at a penny each. I've got $25 in The Key, which is basically 2,500 The Key tokens at a penny each. A lot of people are speculating that The Key could get up to as much as $1 by the end of 2018. Okay. Basic Attention Token, which is a fantastic decentralized browser with a lot of security features and functionality. I've got 89 Basic Attention tokens at 28 cents each. And I've got Mithril. So at $25 worth of Mithril, I've got 43 of those tokens at 58 cents. Now, a couple of these tokens haven't even mooned yet. They haven't even accomplished much since they hit the public or hit the exchanges. Zilliqa being one of them and The Key being another. Mithril is another that's probably going to do pretty well over the course of the year. Pretty much all of these coins, I hope, do very well over the course of 2018. So it could be a potentially very solid foundation for a cryptocurrency portfolio of only $500. If all of the coins that have already hit a pretty decent all-time high back in the bull run of 2018, if they were to reach their all-time high again, and even though, and I'm being very, very, like The Key and Zilliqa really don't equate into this much, but on the very low end, if the majority of these coins hit their all-time high, you're looking at about $2,000 in a portfolio value. And the thing of it is I expect a lot of these coins to do significantly better this year than they did even last year in the new bull run. So that breaks down kind of what you're going to do with picking your poison And the idea from here, even though I've given you several examples, the idea is to go in and research these companies. Find out what companies stand for something. What do these companies do? What is the reason why you feel that a particular cryptocurrency is going to do well over time? Who's involved? What has the team accomplished in the past? All sorts of stuff. The idea is that you really want to dive in and learn as much as you can, not only about the blockchain space, the cryptocurrency space, and the technology, but the teams themselves, the individuals making up the teams that are creating these cryptocurrencies. Get an idea as to their motives, their credibility, their trustability. And those are going to play a significant role in how the public perceives these coins. I always tell everybody, passion to profit. Find cryptocurrencies that you find yourself passionate about, that are trying to accomplish something that you either know a lot about, or you're excited about, or you have some knowledge of, and then support those companies. Chances are there are going to be a lot of other people like you that are going to support those companies as well, and together you'll drive up sales volume of those particular coins, and thus the value overall. I'll be right back with the next segment where we're going to go over what to do when you're sending these coins to exchanges, finding out what exchanges that you can buy them on, and we'll take it from there. Stick around. All right, so now we're going to go over the actual exchanges, okay? Now, one of the best tools, again, for finding out which exchanges you can purchase your favorite tokens or your coins is CoinMarketCap. Now, there are other resources out there, but I found CoinMarketCap to load quickly and provide all the information that I need. Find out which exchange offers most of your coin choices, and then create an account on that exchange and the other exchanges if needed. Then you're going to transfer your Bitcoin or Ethereum from CoinBase to those exchanges, purchase the coins you want, and then send your coins to the proper wallet or storage. Now, we're going to open up the browser again, and we're going to go to CoinMarketCap. Now, and I use Cardano as an example because it's probably my favorite coin, and it is the coin that I own the most tokens of. And so, basically, when I go to CoinMarketCap, I click a token, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to know? So I can open up the website from right here, all right? I can go into any announcements, message board, so forth. I can go into the chart to find out what its trading patterns have been like up to that point. Now, the Markets tab right here is where I'm going to go to find out where I can buy this coin, all right? Now, in my portfolio example, in my diversification example, I gave you a list of different tokens, okay, coins that I personally like. Bittrex, this shows you that you can buy Cardano using Bitcoin on the Bittrex exchange. So let's take a look at Bittrex. All right, so this gives you an idea of all the coins that are available right now on the Bittrex exchange. The vast majority of them have Bitcoin or Ethereum trading pairs, so you really can't go wrong there. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to set up your Bittrex account. All right, now this is hypothetically speaking, if you were to buy Cardano. Other coins you're going to have to get elsewhere. So, for example, the key. Okay, let's say you wanted to get 2,500 the key as part of your diversification. You're going to come here, you just punch in the key, symbol is TKY, I click markets, and I know here that I will actually have to set up a KuCoin account in order to buy the key. So I'm going to open up this, and the direct link is right here. All right, so I can click that and open up KuCoin. KuCoin's a very good exchange, so is Bittrex. KuCoin's very solid in the sense that you can actually, if you wanted to, you could buy KuCoin shares, store them on your KuCoin account, and actually generate dividends, which is basically a percentage of, I think it's 50% of the trading fees charged to traders in every given day. And so you get a percentage of that based off of how many KuCoin shares you own. Very solid system, and it's been driving up the popularity of KuCoin quite a bit. I own a pretty decent chunk of it myself. So you're going to have to find out which of the exchanges carry the coins you want and set up exchange accounts on those exchanges. You want to try and make sure that when you're going through and you're looking at these, you want to make sure that you're picking the exchanges pretty much with the highest trading volume. Okay, now this is telling you the volume. KuCoin's trade volume for this particular coin is let's just call it $432,000 in a 24-hour period. That's pretty much the highest trade volume for this particular coin out of any of the other places you can get it. Now, if I'm looking at Cardano, let's see, Cardano, I'll go into markets. So I can see ByBit has more trading volume for Cardano than anything else. But if I'm looking at Bitcoin, strictly Bitcoin trading pairs, which is meaning I'm using my Bitcoin that I transferred from CoinBase to the Binance account to then purchase my Cardano. Binance is probably one of the biggest, well, right now it is pretty much the biggest Bitcoin trading pair market available. 443 million or 44.3 million dollars in a given 24-hour period. However, Bittrex has a lot more trading pairs. So when you're going through your list, okay, I've given you the diversification example. When you're going through that list, make a chart, make a little list of all the exchanges that carry the coins that you want to buy, and then set up accounts on those exchanges, okay? Always use Google two-factor authentication on every exchange account you set up. Anything you do on the internet, you need to make sure you use Google two-factor authentication. And make sure that you back up any seeds. I always, when I'm setting up a new two-factor, I will actually take a picture of the QR code and the backup seeds on a completely separate offline device just for safekeeping, okay? Now, from here, once you've actually, and you'll be able to go through, this is what the markets look like, okay? Now, what happens is, let's say, so BTC ADA. This is ultimately what you're going to be seeing when you are looking to make a trade, okay? Now, when you create your account and you log in, you'll actually be able to just click on one of these orders and buy as much Cardano as you want, given how much Bitcoin you have available on the exchange. And you can make changes on the buy and sell orders, okay? It's pretty easy to do, and without setting up an account down here and all that, I don't think there's necessarily a need. But here, let's take a look. Bittrex, buy, sell. And I'll see if I can find some quick screenshots for you. So here's basically what a buy and sell looks like. Oh, that's a video. I don't want that. View image. There you go. So as you'll be able to see, let's say, so this is basically for Swift in Bitcoin. So I can sell Swift, which this right here is looking like he's trying to sell 101 Swift, and this is the current price that he's looking for per coin. He can sell a maximum amount. Or no, maybe that's not even per coin, because that's the total right there. So then he's able to, you just click sell. In this case, you can buy whatever the coin is. You can click the max button, which basically enables you to buy the maximum amount based off of how much Bitcoin you currently have in your exchange wallet. And then you can either select good till canceled. Basically what that means is that if you try to place a buy order at a particular price, but maybe the price goes up while you're making that order, or you're only able to get a fraction or a small amount of the total buy order. That order will sit there and wait until the price comes back down to meet your offer, and then it'll complete the order. Or you can say instant. If the order doesn't go, you can click this. There'll be a little drop down, and if you can't make that buy instantly, that'll cancel the entire order, and then you can start over again, maybe paying a little bit more given the circumstances. And then you just click buy, and that's pretty much it. It's not very difficult at all, but you are going to have to do that on each of the exchanges. The idea is once you've made a list of all of the coins that you want to diversify with and that you want to basically put into your $500 portfolio, you're going to put a list together of all the exchange accounts you're going to need, and hopefully you're going to be able to get the majority of those coins on either KuCoin or Bittrex. Okay? Now, from there, you're going to need, we're going to close this again, and We're going to go into wallets, okay? Now, this is basically where you're going to send your tokens after you've purchased them on exchanges, okay? Now, there are a few big ones. Either My Ether wallet, this is the correct address. I will tell you right now that My Ether wallet has been a little wonky because people keep trying to hack it. And you want to make sure that you punch the addresses directly into your browser. Exactly right. https://www.myetherwallet.com. This is what you want to do. Never, ever, ever, ever click Google AdWords links or ads ever when it comes to crypto, because the majority of those links are bad, they're fake, or they're phishing sites that want to basically capture your information and steal your crypto, steal wallet keys, seeds, all that fun stuff. So never click them. Always punch in direct, like either use CoinMarketCap to get your links or just punch them in directly. When you come to My Ether wallet, this is basically what you're going to see. I suggest you read all of this so that you better understand what My Ether wallet is and what this is all about, okay? Just read through the entire thing. Now, creating the wallet is very, very simple. Now, basically, you just plug in a password here, create a new wallet. It's going to give you some files to download, back them up, save them to external thumb drives. It's probably a good idea if you make 2 or 3 backups of those. And don't give the keys to anyone ever at any time for any reason. I don't give a crap who they are or what they are promising. Ever. Don't ever use your private keys. You only want to use your public key for anything. Now, here's the thing. My Ether wallet will store everything that's on the ERC20 blockchain. So any coin that is basically Ethereum based, if they had an ICO using the ERC20 blockchain, you're going to be able to store it on My Ether wallet, okay? Now, here's another wallet, which is the Exodus wallet. You can see the URL right here at the top. Exodus is a very pretty wallet. It's very nice. You've got easy send and receive. So, these are basically like, okay, so this is my Bitcoin wallet. If I want to receive, I click this button. It gives me an address that I can copy and paste and paste that into maybe the exchange that I want to send the Bitcoin from the exchange. Or any other coin, Litecoin, Monero. They actually store a lot of different cryptocurrencies now, and it's not just ERC20. You can store Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. I think they're up to like 30 different tokens that they can store on this wallet. But that's a nice screenshot of basically what the wallet looks like, and it'll show you your entire portfolio down here. Okay, so that's a good one. Now, and that's just a software wallet. Now, Exodus is very nice, very easy to use, and it's great for newcomers to the space. The only problem with Exodus right now is that you do not have access to two-factor authentication, okay, which to me is an absolute must. So I do not personally use the Exodus wallet, but, excuse me, it could be a good option while you're at least learning, okay, and small amounts. $500 crypto portfolio. If it all fits on Exodus and it can be used, great. It's probably worth doing. A lot of people really love it. Some don't. If you want the end-all, be-all, the biggest, security at its finest, you can drop $100 and grab a Ledger Nano S. This is a hardware wallet. It's one of the most secure options for cryptocurrency available, okay? And, setting it up is easy. I actually have a Trezor. I don't really use it. If I did, I wouldn't say it. But these hardware wallets are very, very nice. They're very easy to set up and they're very easy to use. Okay. So basically, the idea is once you've got all the cryptocurrencies figured out and you've got your exchange account set up, you are ultimately going to be sending those cryptocurrencies from the exchanges you bought them on to the wallets, whatever wallet preference you have. And that, my friends, is how you set up a $500 cryptocurrency portfolio. Let me double check and make sure I've covered everything. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, Exodus wallet. There you go, folks. Hopefully this is helpful. Any questions, leave them in the comments. This particular video I'm doing ultimately to try and help a lot of newcomers in the crypto space. Just kind of get their bearings straight as to what they're looking for, what they're doing, where they're going, and I'm more than happy to answer questions in the comments of this video. And until next time, folks, I wish you well, and crow your coins. I'll see you soon.
Grow your coins, you gotta grow